Semen retention. Don't forget to reproduce. On the journey of semen retention, where you're trying to be the best version of yourself, cultivate the energy, do not forget to reproduce. That's your birthright. Like, that's something every single species on this planet must do. But I feel like when you get on this journey of semen retention, I see a lot of people forget about that. They just act like, okay, manifestation, yeah, again, getting the money, becoming the better version of yourself. Like, people got all of these lists and that, but then reproduction is all the way at the back. It's all the way at the end. But when it's all said and done, regardless of what you believe, reproduction is something that is within you. That's something that we all must do if we're capable of doing it. So don't get caught up in all of these things and put that at the back. Like, I personally, it was never on my mind either for like years, bro. It's all about, being better, money, this and that. Then when I actually had a child, had my daughter, I realized that, like this shit right here is priceless. Like this right here, there's no price, bro. That's like worth more than anything in the world. Like when you're cultivating a life, you're instilling certain values and you're, nurturing, trying to get them to be the best they can be, trying to, give the information to them that you didn't have. Like, that's a big duty. That's a big task and that to embark on. You understand? So on your semen retention journey, don't get too caught up in like retaining and getting all of these worldly things and that. Like, make sure you put that in mind. Now, that doesn't mean you need to rush the process and just go ahead and find, to anyone and quickly have a kid. That's not the point of the video. The point is to keep that in mind. That's one of the number one things, number one duties that you must fulfill before you pass on. That should be near the top of your priority. I understand times were different. Back in the day, 18, pretty much people were ready to go, either younger, they're married, they have a kid and everything and that. The economy, cost of living. There's a lot of different factors where obviously that, is delaying the journey of like fatherhood and that, but at the same time, you have to be conscious of it for it to come to light. You don't need to be a millionaire to have a kid. Because a lot of people think, okay, I'm going to get loads of money, I'm going to be a millionaire, then I'm going to buy my house, and then when I'm successful, and then when I travel the world, and when I do this, when I do that, and then at the end of all of that, then when I'm like 30, 40, or 50, then I'm going to start thinking about, children and that. So that doesn't, at the end of the day, each of the own. I'm not judging no one, but like really think about it. But again, regardless of what you believe, reproduction is a part of life. Every single species does. An ant, a gorilla, elephant, reproducing. Currently, the reproduction rate is declining. Before it used to go at a certain rate. Now, it's actually declining in most places, especially in the Western world. People having no kids. Everyone's focused on career. Everyone's focused on getting the money. In other areas, third world countries, it's still normal. So a guy could be broke, you have 7 kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, people have that idea that the kids are expensive and nah, I'm not ready yet and I need to do this, I need to do that. But time is ticking. You don't know how long you got left. If today you was to pass away, what if you left in that? I'm not saying the kid, I don't really believe the kid is a legacy in itself personally, but at least if you have offspring, you can, your name lives on and that, and you're able to live on beyond whatever you're doing currently. You understand? So the semen retention journey, yes, get on the journey. Yes, self-improve and, make your money and cultivate and be all they can be. But also remember, it's not about celibacy, bro. Because if you're doing semen retention without the idea of reproducing, then that's celibacy, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like you're abstaining completely, which for some people, that's their path. But it's very, very small percent, 0.001% people are walking that path of just no females at all, just straight cultivating. Like the Nikola Tesla, for example, he was straight abstinent, bro. He was just, you know what I'm saying? But let's be honest, that's not what you want. That's not for you. You understand? So semen retention, don't forget to reproduce. Don't forget that's a part of life. That's probably the biggest part of life. You understand what I'm saying? So I've learned that through having my own child that, this shit right there is there's no words to put it, man. It's remarkable. The energy they have to put in, everything. You understand? So soon, the moment you have one, you're gonna think why didn't I start this shit earlier, bro? Like every single person, speak to anyone who has a child, 80 to 90% of people, I can guarantee you they'll say they wish you would have started earlier. You know what I'm saying? You wish, even if you got one at 20, you would have thought, man, 18. Even if 18, you're thinking, well, I should have done this from the beginning. I was too worried about myself, too worried about, this and that. Because once you do have one, it's like a responsibility. You have like a, you owe to them to be. Like, everything's going to go up, bro. You're thinking, see, the misconception is that once I have a child, it's going to be long and it's going to cost money and I won't be able to do a one. But it's actually the opposite. You're going to have more energy, more motivation. You're going to be more focused to be the best you can. Now, there's a reason to now. Right now, it's just because that's what I want to do. But when you have someone there that is going to look up to you, you have to think, shit, like, and to be the best version of myself and to get in shape and to get my fine. Like, everything is amplified, bro. All the energy is going up. You understand? That's what you need to remember. So don't look at it as a burden. Don't look at it as something that's like, to save for a later date or something maybe in the future. Like, something that, like, again, it's not about rushing the process. You know what I'm saying? It has to be organic and natural, right person, etc. But do not prolong it any longer than it needs to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? The time is never going to be right. People always wait for the right time. When I get this, there is no right time. There is no right time. There is no ideal person either. Trust me, there's no ideal. This is the perfect, bro. Come on, man. This ain't no Disney movie. You guys must think it's a Disney movie, like, oh, and then this happened, and then the frog hit. But come on, man. Like, so this is a reminder, man, because I don't really see no one touch on this. A lot of people touch on it, the benefits and, this and that. But at what point do you reproduce in that? Is it retaining till death and that? Is that what you're trying to, that doesn't make sense. You're trying to retain until you pass away, or what's the end goal of the retention? The end goal of retention should be to get what you want, but should also to be manifest the person you want in your life and also to cultivate a life. That needs to be part of the goal. So fit that in your schedule, fit that into your diary. Like, okay, manifesting an ideal person, or, you know what I'm saying, reproducing, that's part of the journey. No one talks about, bro. If you can find a video that anyone speak about it, then please send it to me, because I haven't seen one yet. I've seen everything about superpowers. I've seen one about attraction. I've seen one about manifestation, finance, everything but reproduction has been spoken about on the topic of semen retention. So I know this is not going to be the most popular. People already skipping past this shit. Like, nah, man, that shit ain't for me. I ain't ready yet. I'm only 19. I'm only 20. I'm only 22. I'm focusing on self. But the most important thing you can do in life is responsibility, to take responsibility. And what more to take responsibility for than your own? You understand what I'm saying? So cultivate, man. Change the thinking, change the narrative and that. Don't get caught up in the illusion of self and what I want and my manifestation and I need to do this, and, change the thinking, man. And you'll see. The moment you get that blessing, you're going to be like, whoa. Like, what? Like, it's so, like, something's missing in your life, but you didn't even know it's missing. You feel like you got everything together, you got your routine, you're going on track, but then you get something, it's like, wow, I didn't really understand this and that until I, to experience it. But yeah, man, I don't want to make the video too long, so that's it, man. Semen retention. Do not forget to reproduce, man. It's critical.